Okay, guys, so good afternoon. We are today with Jocean, and we are at Lodges Ekologika on Portibi Farm. So, can you tell us a bit about your background and what brought you here to Indonesia?
Well, I was lucky to grow up in a small town in the foothills in California, and so it's funny happy accidents. A series of happy accidents would be the best way to explain why we're all here. I came to Indonesia as an exchange student first when I was 18.
Okay.
Lived in North Sumatra with a lovely family who are now my joint ventures in this property here. I was given a list of options of countries that had possibilities and openings, and I chose Indonesia, very luckily. Yeah, it's a fascinating culture with a blend of cultures from all over the world, friendly people, and I don't know, I grew up in nature, and it had a very good impact on my life, and that's not really a part of most people's experience in Jakarta. So wanted to create a place that would help restore the nature here, because when we first started there were no trees. Wanted to build a place that would provide good employment opportunities for the local population, because they don't have that many options. And also, for folks from Jakarta, our primary guests, wanted to give people from Jakarta an opportunity to interact positively with nature so they could come to enjoy it, appreciate it, and hopefully the ability to try out many things on a small scale and try out and do things. I came here, I didn't know how to farm in the tropics. I didn't know how to build much other than being a bit of slave labor when my parents were building us when I was in high school back home, and had never worked in the hospitality industry either, but I've been able to kind of learn by doing here over the last almost 20 years now.
This is really interesting. Like you mentioned about you want to inspire others, and you grew up with nature around you, right? So exactly what happened? How did you found this place, this area? How did you started it? What is Portibi? Apa arti nama Portibi sih actually?
The meaning of Portibi comes from Sanskrit. It's basically your Mother Earth, Dewi Bumi.
Okay.
Bahasa Batak, the local North Sumatra language, it has a couple more interesting meanings of like this earthly realm of existence. Portibion is my favorite derivation. I didn't find it a place. I mean, again, going back to a series of happy accidents, this place found me. My host family, the father was previously posted in the government in Jakarta, and they purchased most of the land in the late 70s, the 80s. When their kids were small in Jakarta, they would come up here. Mom had a small chicken farm, and the kids would come up here and get out in nature for the weekend. But then most of the family moved back to Medan, so they were not doing anything with the land. So I went back for a master's in Southeast Asian Studies, because at that point I thought I would get some sort of international consultant job. I had a wealth of knowledge, but it was all very informal about Indonesia, so I went back to grad school to sort of legitimize my random knowledge of Indonesia. Did a master's in Southeast Asian Studies, and didn't actually end up finishing it, but came up with this idea. This is chapter 3 of unfinished master's thesis.
Really?
And very fortunate for me, my host family had 11 hectares of land that they were not doing anything with. So it's a joint venture with them. I got a big block of land, a nice mountainside palette to dream and build on, and didn't have to pay any big, there was no major investment up front that pressured me to rush things. So we've been able to slowly grow and learn how to farm, learn how to build, and now in the hospitality industry. So,
how long does it take for you to build the whole facility?
We started building in the end of 2006. We've taken a few years off for
2006. Okay.
Children, vacations, and when we first started hosting guests, I stopped building for a little while because we needed to focus on the quality of the guest experience. But we've been building pretty much for the last 18 years now.
But I'm sure that there's a lot of challenges, right? What was the biggest challenges when you started the whole project and established Portibi?
I mean, it's always learning, but learning is something I like to do. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you have to be a mix of patient and stubborn when you're doing straightening. Well, I mean, yeah, in many, all over the world, but in many sectors in Indonesia, and especially doing something sort of out of the ordinary here. Yeah, there were people who we actually got demonstrated against the first time we applied for a permit.
Yeah.
Because most people doing businesses here are exploitative, and there's only one chance. So the first time any newcomer comes into the kampung, there's a demo, and normally you pay out. And I was in a rush. I was on my Western time frame. I wanted to be open 18 months after my landing in Indonesia, which was completely unrealistic and ridiculous. But so I was rushing, and we just applied for, we wanted to drill a well.
Yeah.
And all of the local, we employ mostly men here because there's large male unemployment here. So a whole bunch of guys came up and protested and demonstrated against us. But in the long run, it was okay. We got to know them. Okay. We explained. I spent a little bit more time talking to my older employees who are more respected about our designs for a more fair operation. And I wasn't going to open up in 18 months on arrival anyways.
So, and then, Lodges Ekologika, right? Portibi is about sustainable and, living green, right?
Yeah.
How did you integrate the sustainable part and ecological practices into this farming, into the whole project?
Well, so many ways, really. I mean, ecology, it's the community around us. That's by involving the people from your local community. The first rule of our silly, 10 commandments of Portibi is to use what's around you, available around you first. Don't just try to, import this thing in there. It raises costs, and it's impractical, and it's better for you to try to see what you can do with what is around you. And then when we started building, it's a lot of eliminating unnecessary things.
Okay.
Your plafond, your all these many little building elements, and trying to build with the smallest carbon footprint we can. We use a lot of recycled materials, and we use a lot of old recycled teak because it's amazing quality and it's inspiring, and I want people no matter how non-green minded our guests are, they appreciate that teak is good wood. If we just kept planting trees, and if the Dutch and everybody since then had continued planting trees, we would all still have these amazing building materials to work with. So,
what do you want to do with the rest of the land?
We have total about 14 hectares of land.
Okay.
We're growing the forest back. We're starting, we're in the middle of stage 2 right now. All of our guests are in a
soft
way.
opening.
Taste testers. No, but it's for our farming produce itself. We do mostly salad greens and herbs, which have a very short shelf life. But one of our targets is to increase value-added products. So we're starting to make dried chilies, jams, cheese sometimes, different things. The original concept was a sambal. But chilies and chili, tomatoes, and garlic don't grow very well organically in this climate. So we've evolved, and salad dressings, of course, will be also one of our products.
And you will have more accommodation here, or?
Yeah, we're going to continue to grow. We need to be able to handle 40 or maybe 50 sometimes because of office. The size of offices in Jakarta, and hosting office retreats is a joy and very good for everybody to get out in nature, eat good food, and
Okay. So, as an expat yourself, right, what advice would you give to other expats looking to start a new business in Indonesia?
Start small, be patient, and don't be afraid to try new things.
Okay.
And try also to, our ethos as place we call ourselves Ekologika. Try to do better for the earth, because we are, if you're an expat here, you have many options. We don't need to continue on the exploitative base of the economy here. dumb and cooking the earth. I was just back home and it was 48 degrees in, it was
48 degrees Celsius.
48 degrees Celsius in California, yeah. It's an oven. We are cooking the earth, and we need to think about better ways to do things. Otherwise, our children's future is going to be hot and bad. We're changing climates, and it won't be able to grow things in the areas that people are used to eating those things in.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
Yeah.